Hello student. Today we are going to learn chapter number 4, that is more on MS Access 2010. In previous chapter we have learned about DBMS, that is Database Management System, by using this MS Access 2010. But the one practically I am teaching you by using MS Access 2013, but it's all similar. And in previous chapter what we have learned how to create a table and a little bit calculation by using the data, mathematical calculation, basic mathematical calculation by using MS Access tool, and some data types. What are the different data types in MS Access, and primary key? What are primary key? And we have learned about uh, uh, value, field, record, file, and database. What are those? And what revise you a little bit about primary key. Primary key is a unique key which need to identify the record. And here in this chapter we are going to learn more on this MS Access again. We have in previous chapter we have learned a bit about table only, how to create a table and how to enter the values in the table or in the is a record, and how to create a field and how to rename that field and everything. So look here, more on MS Access 2010. Now let's start our chapter. Let's take any organization nowadays. It may be school, hospital, or a business or anything. So it depend upon your database, or the one which you are maintaining your record about your business or organized school or hospital. How did you maintain your record about your student, or it may be patient in the hospital, and in for a business it may be your product and client or customer data and everything. So how did you maintain that one? It's totally depend on that, and how successful it will be. If you want to make your business or organization a successful one, then you have to maintain your database very accurately and very so that you can access your information very easily when you want to access, and when you want to file a report, or when you want to get ready a report and anything. So look here, uh, reliable and timely data about the business and operation and effective decision making, so that if you want to retrieve your data about your business or any organization for an accurate uh, data, if you want to access your data accurately, so that it's very important to keep your data or information in a proper way. So that's why we are using this database management system, so that it will help in your decision making, what you want to do about the data, and particularly why you are taking up the data. Database help organization to process the right information at the right time to take the right decision. That's why this database, DBMS, database management system, provide this right information at the right time and very easily to access and retrieve all the information from the record. Now, as you know, database help you organize related information in a logical manner for easy access and retrieval. This one we have already done on what we have learned, that is database help you to organize this MS Access or the one any software about database, the one which you are going to use. It help you to organize and keep all the record in an organized manner in table format, or maybe in different other format. So by keeping your information in that way and help you to access very easily when you want to search for a particular reason, so that it helps you easily to access the information and retrieve and what you want to do about the data. So let's say an example about school. If I want to search a student from class 8, let's say from any section, if I want to search a student and if I want to see his parents information, if I so what I have to do, I have to search from a particular student in the search column from my database, and it will retrieve means it will search in the database and it will show me the information. That is retrieval. An MS Access database which store information as plan structure is nothing more than an automated version of filing and retrieval function of a paper filing system. It's like a when we record by using pen and paper or register. It's the same way like that. It's but in DBMS database management system, it is an automated format in a computerized way. So yeah, you are familiar with the concept of database management system, the one which we have done in earlier chapter, that the program that enable you to create and manage a database. What we have learned is we have created a table and we have learned how to put the values in the table and how to delete the field and how to add more field and many more, and do some simple calculation and all. It allows you to access, yes, it allowed us to access the information what we have stored in the database and modify. Yes, we can change the name of the student, or we can change the name of the field, and we can change the primary key also, that is unique ID, and delete, search, query. We have not done this one, this query and all. We are going to do it in this chapter, and sort, design and everything, print data. We are going to learn in this chapter this one, and we have learned about the table in previous chapter only. And queries, form and report provide access to data, enabling the user to add and retrieve or present data. This we are going to learn in this chapter. That means by storing the information in the database, a user can easily access the information from the database, and which if you want to search, or if you want to do some calculation, or if you want to read, get that information printed out in a hard copy so that he can do it easily. But if we maintain in a pen and paper format register, then it's a bit different one. Next is a relational database management system, that is RDBMS. Relational database management system means we are going to create an object. Here we are going to create an object. Object means the one which we have learned, that is table, query, form and report. In previous chapter also you must have heard these names. These objects are related, interrelated. Before starting the new words, that is queries, form and report, let's do it in a table. I will give you an example, and here they have given an example also. Relation between the table. In database management system, I have told you in earlier class that Excel and Access, the difference is in Excel, uh, the relation, when you want to keep a relation between the tables and all, you cannot keep it as the one we are doing in MS Access. That is the difference between the Excel and Access. Look here, they have given an example, like a table comprises of comprising student data, that is such as name and address. In a table, look, we have created a table that is student. Here we have added roll number. This is the primary key. I think I have not. Um, we have created a table. This one, roll number, student name, and marks and all. But here in that example, they have given is student name and this address. In that table, we have to put only student name and address. That is student name and address. In one table, it will contain only student name and address where student data is there. And in another table, what we are going to put is containing mark, table containing mark, that is name, student name, and mark in English, maths, and science. We have combined that table, two table here in this one. Hindi, English, the subject is different, but it's similar with this table. The one they are giving an example is student name and address will be there, and in another different table here, in there will be two table. In different table, there will be again student name, and there will be no address, and there will be a subject and the marks they used to get in that subject, particular subject. So where is that? So that the two table is related with one another means that is when roll number one, let's say Tom from table number one, student data roll number one, Tom is related with the table number two with the same name, roll number one, Tom, who is getting in English, maths, and science. The one which he is getting mark here, we are storing in this table. It's related with the student data table, that is the roll number one, Tom. That is the relation. And queries allow the user to ask question such as like um, which student has scored the highest mark in English. This is query. Query means if you want to retrieve an information from the database. If you want to retrieve an information from the database about the highest mark, who got the first mark, who got the lowest mark, like that, if you want to retrieve some information from the database, if you want to ask some question into the database, that is called query. These are from the related table. I mean, from the related table, it will show the address of the student and the mark also. It's related between tables. And then the answer is displayed on screen, form, or printed report. Form means and report. Uh, that object I have already told you that table, queries, form, and report. And form help us to enter and retrieve information in an easy way. So when we retrieve or when we ask question to the database, and when the database retrieve the information from the table, it will show in an easy way, that is in form, and we can print that information in a report in a hard copy and take it out for our purpose, the one which we are going to use in any way. Now our next topic is database object. I have already told you before also that we are going to learn about this object. What are the database object that we have already heard about this table queries and form report in previous chapter also. What is object? We have learned about database. Database is nothing, it's a collection of information. And in previous chapter, we have learned how to keep that information by using table. The one which we are using table in Word or Excel is similar with that one, but the names are different, like field, record, and values and all. Like that, we have learned how to input the data and how to input the information about the patient or student, or it may be any other customer or client. It may be any other information in the form of table we are going to store in our database. So what are the other contain by using in this database means there are other different object also more than table. That is the one we are going to learn in this chapter. That is other object are this table, queries, form, and report. These are the other object. And how to view this other object, I am going to tell you in figure here, figure 1, the navigation pane, that is here in when we open MS Access, this area, this is called navigation pane, and we have only one table. That's why there won't be any queries or form or report. Later on we can check that one, and we are going to learn later on that one. So when you want to view the other object, how to view that one, click on this arrow, and a pop-up icon will be there, or pop-up menu will be there, and by choosing from here, by filtering by group, you can view the other object. You can view other object like tables. When I select tables, only the tables, here we have only one table, that is student table. That's why till now it will show only this one, only student table is there only, and we don't have other object also. So like that, if I have these queries, then when I click on these queries, we are going to learn later on this one, query and form and report. We are going to learn later on this one. We are learning this table now. So when I click on these queries, it will show what are the queries there, and when I click on this form, what forms are there in our database, and report, what are the reports are there in our database. That will show in this. I can close this one. That will show in this navigation pane. This is the easiest way to view our database object. And when I want to see all the object in one form, then all access object, when I click on this one, it will show all the other object also. So like this, you can access any object from this navigation pane by double clicking it. By double clicking on this table and double clicking on these queries, it will show what it will show the content. You can filter it by using this navigation pane. And you will see the shortcut menu that allows you to end. When I click on that, okay, there we go. Okay, I have selected this one. When I click on this um, object, till now we have only one object. When I click on this object, right click over the object, and it will show some menu. It will pop up a menu, and by using this I can execute the command over here. When I want to view, open it, I can open it. When I want to view in design view, I can open the import, export, what are other commands are there. I can execute this command by clicking on the right click over the object. If I have other queries and report or form, I can directly right click over it, and I can execute the command. So here I will show you. I have this student table. This is one of the object, and when I want to execute something, so right click over it, and you can rename it, or what command you want to do, you can select that one, delete or whatever you want. So when I say open, it will open in this one. So when I right click it and view design, and it will show the view design format. You can change this one later on also. When I double click it, it will automatically open. By default, double clicking, it will open the table. So let's go to the next topic, that is sorting and filtering data. Sorting and filtering data, that is on page number 70. Sorting and filtering data is nothing that sorting means the one which we have all the information over here. We are going to sort it out. In Excel, we have learned about filter. This is filter. That is very similar with this one, sorting and filtering data. It's similar with that, the one of the features of MS Excel, that is filter. So in first, sorting data. Now in your textbook it says that like you can either view them by rearranging all the record in the table, or view only those records that meet a criteria, certain criteria specified by you. Means when I filter it in a particular um, criteria, it will show only that one. Let's say like student who get more than mm, let's say 90, student who get more than 90 in Hindi, and I say like that, it will show only particular student who got more than 90, like that. We will see that one. But first let's see the sorting out. Sorting out means rearranging all the data by increasing order or decreasing order according to the mark or value. So that is called sorting out, or alphabetical order or numeric, anything by what way you want to sort it out, that is sorting out. I will tell you again, sorting data means rearranging the data in ascending or descending order in a particular way, that is called sorting data. Let's see. Select first, it's in page number 71, sorting data. You can see in your textbook also. Sorting data means first you have to select which field you want to sort it out. If I want in Hindi section, then I will select Hindi. If I want in English section, English field, then this is all in MS Access. This is called field, and we don't name it as column. So if I want in Hindi field, then I will select this Hindi field. And if I want in English, then I will select that English. And if I want in maths, then I will select that maths. So let's say I want to do it in Hindi. So I have to select like this, and look here, and home, ascending and descending is here. So when you right click over the field also, it will come out sort smallest to the largest, or sort largest to the smallest. I can click on this one, and you can select from here also ascending to descending. Let's say smaller to largest. Look, smaller to largest. Who got the highest? Boy now got the highest, that is 96 in Hindi. Look here, can you see the difference? When I sort it out, a small arrow behind it, drop down, uh, the drop down pointer is there. A small arrow appears. There is a filter effect or sorting effect is applied in that one. That is the changes. Now we have done our sorting from smaller to largest value. Like this, you can see, or you can check, or you can sort it out by using which field you want to sort it out. When you are totaling all the mark and want to sort it out by total number, then you can do that one also. After doing this sorting data, you can click on this small icon also, the small arrow which appear, this upward and downward arrow will appear in this sorting field name. You can click over here and you can change the ascending or descending order. Yeah, while clicking on this, it will appear this menu, and you can select this one from smallest to largest or largest to smallest, like this. And the one, when you apply this sorting, above that field it will appear this small arrow, like this. So when you want to remove this one, how to do that one? Select that field and remove sort. Remove, it will remove all the sorts. I'll tell you again, when you sort it out, after that, when you want to remove that sorting, then remove sort. Click on this remove sort. It will remove and it will arrange by default the one which we have done, or entry or data by this roll number, the one which we have entered. it will be in that form again, default one. So let's go to our next topic. Next topic is filtering data, or another way is that is another way. Means another way means when I want to sort it out, go to that select that field and right click over it, and you can select from here. This is another way. And another step is by clicking on that field, go to home tab, and after going to that home tab, in this sort and fill the sort and filter area in ribbon bar, you can select from here also, it will sort it out. And for removing it, remove sort, you can click on this ribbon. Next is filter, filtering data. This filter will this features will select only the data which you have given a criteria over that data. I mean, like when you want to filter only who student who got above 90%, like that, when you give a criteria over that field, it will show only that one. And what you want to give that about. So let's start by clicking on this one. Same with this one. This has also same thing, it has two steps. Right click over that and you can select from here. No, this one. From here in this small arrow, click on this one and you can select from here that filter thing. Remove all that, select all, and uh, which student you want. Like this, you want this student to be shown in your database. You want this student to be shown in your database, all the related information about the student. Then select that student and okay, it will show only that one, only that roll number or whatever record is there. So when you want to remove this again, clear filter from student name, and it will come to the default one again. And next is we have done that in alphabetical one or by selecting the student name. When I want to do it in Hindi, select that field or filter, press this one and filter by number, equal to, greater than, between, less than. There are many other forms, and if I say greater than, we have to give a value greater than 90, the student who got greater than 90. Okay, greater than 90, there are two students, that is Boino and Navi. These are two students who got more than 90, greater than 90. That's why it's showing this one, these two students. I mean, like greater than, it will not show the equal one, so it will show me the greater one, greater than. I will tell you again, when you want to apply the filter effect, filter data, filtering data is nothing. By giving us some criteria or by giving some restriction over that, if you want to restrict or if you give some criteria over the data or information, you want to filter some data, then you can use this filter. By clicking on this one, you can filter it, number filter or whatever you want to select from here. Number filter, greater than, less than, equal to. You can directly give an equal mark who got 75 or who got 85. You can check by giving the exact value and does not equal, less than, greater than, between. You can give the between from for student who got from 50 to 70, like that you can give like that. And student name also, text filter whose name begin with, let's say, begin with T. How many students are there, like Tomtin, Tomba, Thadoi. Like this you can filter by using text or values. Clear text. And this is another way. For removing also, click on this one and clear filter. This is one way. And another way is click on that field and go to home tab and select this filter. After selecting filter, you can do it from here also. Number filter, go to the number filter and let's say between smallest value is 50 to largest value who got 50 to 80. Student who got between 50 to 80 student. Okay, there are three students, Gavin, Gary, and Hadoy. That is 53, 75, and 65. These are the three students who got between that mark. If I want to remove that one, I can select from here and clear, or just toggle filter, remove it, and it will show our default table. Next, let's go to the next topic. Searching data or searching an information in your table or in your database. To search a data quickly, use search box at the bottom of the page here. In this search box, you can give a specific number or name or anything, any value you want to search in your database. You can give a data or type partially the entire word, phrase, or date or number in this field. If there is date field, then you can give the exact date which you want to search. Let's say on 15 August, like that it will show all the information which has on 15 August, like that will show. So let's see. We don't have that in this. So let's search about how many 65 are there. Okay, let's search 65. Let's search 65 here. Now record here 1 of 11. There are 1165. Let's see the next one. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, I have selected this field. In this field, how many 65 are there? Let me give another 65. Okay, it will directly show this one 65. Or let's say let's search a name. We'll highlight it. Okay, Tomba. Like this, if I want to search a number or date or value or name, I can give in this search box and I can search it. This is called search box. I can search a word or a partial name, like half of the name that I want to search, or entire, if I know the entire word or entire student name, I can search it from here, or any word or pages that I want to search, or date, the value, it will show in that database. Or in Hindi column I want to search, there is no 55. Okay, What about 78? Okay, this is 78. Like this, I can search it. Let's search another one. Okay, now this is the one. Like this, we can search it by entering in this search box and press enter key after entering in the search box. Like this. So let's another one. Let's see another one. Let's search Gary. Okay, it will highlight in your database. The one which you are searching after entering in the search box, it will highlight it like this with black color in your database. This is for searching data. After searching data in search box, now we are going to do is queries. When you want to search information in your database, you can search from this search box that you need to enter a specific word or some partial information about your data or entire word or date or anything or particular mark number or anything in this search box. Now let's go to our next topic, that is queries. Queries are nothing, it's a question, that the question that we are going to ask about our database. Like if I want to ask a question about ask in this database about like how many student got less than 90 mark in English, the one which I have already prepared one queries. How many students are there who got less than 90? So when I make that query, look here, in previous like before making this query or report or form, there is only one table. Now I have made a query, then this is the one. So if I want to open it, we will just right click, or it's here already. Let me close this one. If you want to open it, just click on this one, and here I have named it as less than 90 in English. So in English, the student who got less than 90 mark will make a table out here and will display it here. So like this, queries are nothing, it's a searching of information from the collected data, the one which we have already prepared in our table. So uh, if a well designed query, we can search an information from our database, and we can find out what we want to search and what we are searching. We can find exactly the information, the one which we are searching, if we make a well designed query. That is the main thing. In your textbook example, they are taking one example that you have a table of student. We have a table of student similar like this, and then another table of address of student. So they are making this two table. That is, one is name of the student and address of the student, and another table the address of the student. You need to send email to each of the student. In that address, that you have to mention the email address of the student using the student address, by using that address. So in that query, if you are making a query, so each contact of the student by mailing address of the student, so they are asking like if you want to send an email to the student by using these two tables, you are going to ask to the database like show me the email of the particular student like there and there. So query allowed us to view, insert or delete or calculate the record field from several tables in your database. Like the one which you are maintaining a database in our database, the main information, the one we are maintaining is by using this table. So in query, what is that? This is the main information that is database. From this database, we are going to filter, or we are going to take it up some information, the one which we are looking. Like in example, I have already told you, like in English school, student who got less than 90 mark, I want to jot it out, or I want to take it out. I want to see that I have applied a query for this one. Running a query is like asking detailed question to your database, like the one which we have already done. It's like asking question to my database. What, find out that one, find out this, and search this one for me. Like it's searching in Google. If you are searching something in Google, from the database, the computer or the search engine is going to search from the database and give all the information and display it in your web browser. Exactly is the same one. Exactly is the similar function with that one. When you are searching in a Google, in Google search bar, you are going to type the one which you are going to search. And when you type a word or information, all Google has its own database in its headquarters. So the word or phrases it's going to search in the database, and it will fetch up or retrieve the information, and it will show in your browser. That's the query, the one you are searching. So like that, we are going to do it here with the simple one. Creating queries. How we are going to create a queries? The one I have already created one. I'll teach you again how to create a query. Here are two type of way that we can create a query. Go to this create tab, and in this ribbon, query group is there. So with these two method, we can create a query. First, let's see about query design. By using this query design, the first one, we are going to create a query. First of all, we need to open this one. This one I have already done. Click on this query design. So it will pop up a dialog box like this. This is a small dialog box which just pop up. I have only one table or information or database, or I have only one table right now in my database, that is student. So I have to select this table. So select it, and I have to add it in my query, the one which I am going to search, or which I am going to perform all the function or search and all. I have to select the table from where I am going to search. If you have multiple table, then you have to select your multiple table required table, the one which you are going to search or you are going to work with. Let's select this student at and close this one. After selecting your table, you can close this show table. Close it. Make a little bigger this one so that you can see all the information. After selecting it, your table will be here in query. So in here, you are going to add in this column what are the information that you want to display in your query. Look here. Here I have displayed roll number and English subject and student name. So like this, if you want, what are the things that you want to display in your query after running it, like that. So if you want to display the roll number, double click here or just drag and drop here in this first column, like this. And if you want to add in the second column, if you want to display which one, so let me say I want to display the student name. So after clicking on the second column, double click on this one, like the student name, and the student name will be selected. And I have already done for English. Let's do for another subject. Let's say maths. I want to add in here, just double click or just drag and drop in the column here. Like this, we have to add in this column while making queries. Now, after selecting it, if you want to select all, you can select in this star. I'm going to tell you again. Double click on the field. These are the field name. These are the field name we have already displayed here in the small table format. When you want to add a field, you can double click over it and it will come in the vacant column of the query or the grid it displayed. So, and the next one how to add is you can click and drag in the column of the grid. This is the grid, and in the column you can just click and drag it over here. Like that you can add or double clicking on the field. But when you double click on this S star or asterisk, it will all it will add all the columns of the table. I mean, like all the columns, all the field of the table, it will include everything. So if you don't want to include all the subject and all, you can select individually like this. And uh, if you want to select for all subject, you can. If you want to add all other field, then you can click on this one. But for time being, right now, I don't want to include all other subject. That's why I need to select only a particular subject by clicking double click or just drag and drop. Type the field name directly in the required column in the grid, or you can type it here directly. So which one you want to add? So let's say here Hindi. If I want to add Hindi, automatically it came. So like this you can type and you can add also. You can type the field name and you can add in the column grid. After adding what I want to display in the column grid, now what we are going to do is you are going to give the criteria or what you are searching about. So in maths, I want to search those students in this criteria row. You have to mention what you are searching about. Or so in maths, I want student who got greater than 80. Okay, after giving the condition, just run. Look, student who got greater than 80 in maths, it will display in our column or in a different table. So save it. I'll show you again how to save it, how to save a query or how to save a query or question. After running the query, you can see or you can check what information are displaying or what the output display correctly or not. Here it display the student who got greater than 80. So these are correct. So if you want to save this query, then click on this save icon in the quick access toolbar like this and name that query. Student, this will be very long. More than 80, more than 80 in maths. Finish. Look here, we have two queries. One is I've already made less than 90 in English. Similar with that one, we have made another query that is more than 80 in maths. When you double click over here, it will display like this. Now finish. Next is creating queries using query wizard. Next one, this is query wizard. We're going to learn making query by using this query wizard. Next is we are going to create query using query wizard. For query wizard, the first two steps are similar. We need to click on create and select. Before selecting query wizard, you need to select the table first. When I select this less than 90 in English, after selecting this one, when I press this query wizard, it will select from this table. Let's see, look, roll number, English, student name. It will select from this table. So if you want to select from the student table, the main database of our student, so you need to select this table. You cannot start your query from different object, other object. So let's cancel this one. So the first step is select the one which you want to create a query about the table. So you need to select the table, press on this query wizard. It will pop up a menu like this. It will pop up a dialog box, and you need to go select this one. Select simple query wizard and click on OK. After selecting simple query wizard, you need to press this OK button. After selecting it, this will appear another wizard table. This I will tell you. If you want to select, if you want to select one field, then you can select like this. When I want to add roll number and student name is compulsory. So when I want to add any field, select that one and press this arrow, one arrow like this. And if you want English like this, you can add. If you want to remove again, select this English and remove it. Like that we can do. And student name, if I want to add like this, we will do. So if you want to add all the field in your, if you want to select all the field, then you can press this double arrow. It will select automatically all the field. And if you want to remove all the field again, select this one. And if you want to remove a particular or field, then you can press this one arrow. Like that, you can select the particular field what you want to search about. So for time being, let me select this one, all. Next, and we need to select detail. Detail means all the other information I want in detail. So after selecting in detail, it will show. And if I want to summarize, you can do a summary, maximum, average, minimum. Let's not do this one. Let's select this detail. In your textbook also, they teach you about this detail only. So let's select this detail and next. And you can change the query name here, like less than 19 English, more than 18 maths, like that you can change it here. So what is the query name that I want to, this is all student, all student display. Open query to view information, yes, all student display, finish. After clicking on finish, it will display all the information about the student, all student display. Like this we can do. This is the output of our query. Like this we can create a query. Till now we have learned about queries, and now we are going to learn how to create a form. Form is one type of object in our MS Access. So in previous topic that we have already learned, like in page number 70, you can check in your page number 70 that database object. We are going to learn about table, queries, form, and reports. And table, we have already learned how to edit your information or how to create a table and how to store all the information about your organization or anything. We have already learned that one in previous chapter, and queries we have learned just now. And forms, we are going to learn the next object, that is form. Form is nothing, it displays data in a specific format so that it is more secure. Your database is more secure by using this form and all. You can view all the data, or you can add or create a new data. So now let's go to this form, how to create a form. Look at that page number 76. Okay, let me bring out the textbook first. Here in form we are going to, it gives us more secure in our database. So what are the things that we are going to do in the form? We can enter a new data, we can change the data which we have already added, and view data in the database. I'll tell you how to view a data and how to create it. Let's say you can think of form as a window in your data that helps user understand and work with the data, and it helps us to see and display the information more easily than rather working than in a table. A visually attractive form helps working with the database more efficiently and can also help prevent incorrect data from being entered, and it is more easier to work than in table. Form makes us more easier way than working in a table, and anyone can type it or enter a new data easily by using this form, which they have not familiar with tables and all in before. Form is a database object. It's one of the object of the database, like queries, table, and report. It's one of the object that you can use to create a user interface for data for a database application. Like use a new, if you want to add a new uh, customer or student, you can add it by using this form. It allows you to add and update data. We can change the information, the one which we are having already, and one record at a time in a table. But we cannot do it simultaneously. We have to do one record at a time, one by one. Form are made up of controls such as text box, button, document tab, drop-down list, group in a way that make them easy to use. Look how these forms are made. Forms are made by using this text box, button, and this and all. You will get to know much better when we create a new one. The control in the form are usually linked to the table or query in your database, but not always. Like if you create a form, it will link with your database table. When you change in the form, it will change in your database also. Now, MS Access provides three main view in which the form is displayed. That is, first one is form view is used to enter and edit data. Layout view, I will tell you this one later on, I will show you, is the only view that is available for designing the form. If you want to change the layout or design of the form, the one which layout means you have already known in MS PowerPoint that to change the layout of the slide, if you want to change the layout of the slide, you can change it there. Like that, if you want to change the layout of this MS Access, this form, you can change by clicking on this layout view. And design view, what it gives you more detailed view of the structure of the form. You can see header detail and footer section of the view. You can see each and every detail minutely in this detail view. So let me show you. This is not the one. This here. If I want to create a form, first I will select this student table. After selecting the student table, go to create and form. Clicking on this form. This is the form. Look, it's more easier than before. I mean, like if you want to work on a table, then it is more easier than in this way. These are the view, the one we are talking about. This is form view, layout view, and design view. This is the one. Form view, if I select in this one, this is the form view. I can change whatever we want. We can change the mark also, we can change the roll number, we can change the student name. If you want to delete this SH, you can delete like this. You can change it, but you have to save this form first. And if you want this layout view, you can change the size, shape and size of like this. The layout view means like this, you can change it, the layout of the form. And the design view. After layout, the design view, look here, this is the design view. It will show everything in minutely and in detailed view. I mean, like header space, footer space, and each and every detail about the form, text box and name of the this one, names of the field and everything. They will show very detailed. So we don't need this one. We need only that simple one. We will not work using this design view. Next is how to create a form in our database. Let's learn that one. Let's not save this one. First is the form option, second is the form wizard, and the last one is the split form. We're going to learn the three way. That is, the first one is, this is the one, form option. Select this one. Before creating the form, before creating a new form, you have to first select the table, the one which you are going to work with. And when you are selecting or creating a form, all fields of the data source are placed in that form. All the fields which contain in that student table will display and will be put in that form, and so that you can change or you can add or update or whatever you want to do. You can start using a new form immediately after modifying or layout view, or let's see, let's create a, it's similar with our query. When we want to create a new query, first you have to select the table. Like that, if you want to create a new form, you have to select the table first, the one we are going to work with, that is our main database, that is table. First select our table, and after that click on this form option, the form option. After clicking it, it will display like this. Now the view, form, let's select this form view, and if you want to see the student, click on this one, next record, like this. You can see all the record, all the student. And if you want to add a new student, you can click on this one, new blank record. Let's say student name, no, he got Hindi 89, 98, 99. Roll number automatically came. So we have to enter one. So let's save this form. Form name. All, all student. Hmm, all student data. Let's create a new form, all student data. Let's delete this one. I have created, inserted a student. Let's see in your database. Let's see the new roll number 14 and 98, 89, 98 and 99. This is the one we have created by using this all student form. This is the form. So if you want to update Tom or Tomba, roll number 1, that is, if you want to add, edit this name, Ngom Tomba Shing, I have add like this. After this is update, the first one that we have done is entry a new data, and this is one is for update the data, the one which we have already saved before. After typing everything, if you want to change the mark of Tomba, English he got 80, save it. Now let's see in the table. Look here, Tomba. Tomba has changed. Ngangom Tomba Sing, Chauba Sing, Tombin Sing, and 80, 85. The mark of the English is also changed. Like this, you can update your data by using this form. It's very easily. So what is the benefit of for using this form means? If you use this form, if you want to create a new data also, you can create it very easy. Roll number, student name, Hindi, English, and math. If you want to change this, not the layout view. If you want to change this, you can change like this. In layout view, you can change like this. A background, alternate color. Which color? We will not add background color. Let's see. Now we will not go for background color and all. Let's learn how to enter a form first. Now next is after creating this form, you can update your data and you can create a new data. And I have already asked you what is the benefit of using this form. It is more secure and more easy to use. I mean, like if you are working on a table, then you may made a mistake, or you may create a entry a wrong column or wrong field. Like if you want to add this 78 in Hindi or English, you may make some mistake that Hindi mark you have entered in English. Like that, you can make a mistake. Like that, if you work. So if you work like this in a form, it is more distinct and easier to see and work with. So form make us more easier and secure, and it does not it hide all the information, other information about the student. If you're working on a particular student, it hides the other information, the one which you are having in your database. But if you're working on a table, if you are working on a table like this, if you're working entering a new student data, then if somebody came and you can see all the information, the one which we have already in our database. So it's more secure when working with a table, and in form is more easier and secure. So the next option for for creating a form is form wizard. Now we have learned for creating a new form. Now we are going to learn how to create a form by using this form wizard. Let's close this one. Yes, yes. Create. It's similar. Select the table. Go to create and form wizard. You have to select this one. Form wizard. Now, what are the field that you want to add? If you want to update for only Hindi, or if you want to see for Hindi mark, this is similar with the query, the one which we have by using query wizard. If you want to see the student Hindi mark only, then you can change like the student name. And no, 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 and Hindi. Or if you want to see for maths only, you can select only maths, particular subject, not all the other. Next, this is the view style, columnar, tabular form, it's a justified way. So you can select with your choice. For us, let's select this tabular. In your textbook also they have select this tabular form. With your choice, you can select the other three also. You can check it out later on. For now time being, let's select this tabular form. And the form, you have to name it here. name of the form, view, match, mark, view or update. Let's say view or update, view or update match mark. Open the form to view or enter information, modify form design, other. Okay, finish. This is the form. It's in tabular form. You can add a new form out here. This is in tabular form. The first one is in columnar form and this one is in tabular form. If you want to add, it will show only the match mark, name of the student, roll number and match mark, the one which we have selected. And if you want to change this one, form view, you can change the mark. Donio got 89, update. Let's see the changes in student table. Donio, we got match 89. Look, it changes from 99 to 89. Like this, we can change the mark of the student by using this form. And if you want to add a new student, and you can do that one also in by using this form, which will hide all other subject. Like this, you can create other subject also. Let's create a new one. Select student. Let's delete this one. Select student. Go to create form wizard. Select roll number, student name. The other one is for maths. Hindi. Next. Columnar. First one is tabular format. Columnar. This one is for yeah, Hindi. Finished. This is the different one. This is similar with the first one that we are working layout view. Let's change this a little bit. Let's make it a little smaller. And this mark, let's make it a little smaller like this. Okay, chef. Hindi, if you want to create a new student, this is automated way. Student name. Okay, form view. Student name, let's say new student, he got 87. Save. Let's see. Look, new student, he got Hindi 87 and other English and maths is blank. Like this, you can create for other subject with a particular way. The one which you want to work a particular field, you can create like this form. It's more secure. By using this form, only Hindi subject you can view, or if you want to view for a particular student, you can change like this. Given how much he want, how much he got, now we how much he got, like this. Only particular subject, the one which you have selected, you can view for that information only. So by using this form, it is more secure and it hides all other information about your database, the one you have already inserted in your database. If you have more information like 100 or 1000 student details, then if you want to hide it from other external users, you can do like this. Create a form like this and you can view or update anything, and it's make us more easier also. So the last one is creating a form using the split view. Last one. Let's create a form. First, select the table, create. For creating a split view, you have to go to this more forms and select split form. I say when you create a split form, half it will display. Lower half it will display the data sheet and upper half it will display a form. So that while changing the form you can view in this one also. You can view in the data sheet also. Let's see. Other things are similar. Form view or layout view is similar with that before also. So that if I go like this, look the changes. When you go like this, when you go from next student to next one, next data to next information, and it will view in your database also. The one in the previous form, it hide all this database, but here in the split view, it will view half your database and half form. So it's the user choice that which form type he want to use. That's user choice, and which form will be more easier or secure, whatever he want to use, or whatever you want to use you can create by using this different type of creating a form. So in this, you can click on any record which you want to display in the form. Here you can click directly or be given whatever you click on the database or datasheet, it will display in the form. It's more easier to view the data when it's a vast information. When there are more number of fields, then it will be more easier to understand how much Hindi got English and everything. But if you see like this, you may be some create a mistake or like anything. After finishing form, the last topic is report for our this chapter. The last topic for our chapter of this chapter is reports. Report is an effective way to organize and summarize data for viewing and printing. It's from your textbook, that is page number 80. I will tell you very easily in easy way that the one which you are working in our database, if you want to create or if you want to print the table, it's by using this report you can summarize all the information, the one which you are having in your database, and create and print it in hard copy by using printer. So to create a report, it's very similar with the form, the one which we have already done, Hindi, split view, and update mark for match and student data. First you need to select the database table, and after that go to create and click on this report. After clicking on report, it will show a report like this. That is similar with form means while creating this report view, you can view the report and you can print this one. And in report view, what are the things that we can do? Like after clicking on this view tab, this view in the home tab, you can change the view style. That is, first one is report view, this one report view, and print preview or layout view or design view or detail view. In report view you can make changes in the report, and in print preview you can see it before printing in the paper, and in layout view it's used to format the report. Means if you want to change the layout of the report, then you can change it, the one which we have already done in the form. And in design view it will show all the header and footer and changes in the design in a very detailed way. So let's see the first one, the report view. You can view like this, we don't want any changes. So in print preview it will show in a print preview way like this, before printing in the paper, page 1 of 1, like this it will print in the paper. By clicking on this print, if you are connected with the printer, you can directly print it from here, your database. But now I don't want close print preview. And after that, layout view means if you want to change the layout of this roll number like this, or anything, name or English like that, if you want to change, you can change it from this by using this layout view. And the last one is detail view. By using this, you can change very detailed way. So we don't want this one, so let's save this report, student report. Let's say student report. Close this one. So if you click on this, if we are having more than one table, that is student, teachers, or maybe any other maybe any other table, parents, like that, you can uh, you can create many more queries by using that table, or many forms for inserting parents information, teacher information, updating parents phone number, and a report. You can create a report by using these tables and all. So MS Access is very easy and simple to create a database which is included in Microsoft Office. This software is included in Microsoft Office, and you can use this software and you can create a simple database which can handle a large information and all. So in this chapter we have learned about queries, form and report, and about table you have already learned in previous chapter. So what are the things that we have learned by using this DBMS? We can access our information from our database very accurately and in powerful way, and very easily we can view our information from the database by using this form, and our database or information is more secure from the public, and our database is well organized. Okay, thanks for watching.